Hey, altruistic followers and constructive critics, I presume you and your dear and near are in a fine fettle. It is activist cum preacher Professor S. Suresh back with ecstasy for my 58th video in pipeline for publication on YouTube today, 7th of August 2020. Topic for discussion today is pragmatic guidelines to ease the job placement process. The organization first does the requisite manpower requirement planning and also the criteria for selection based on the position and job profile. Either they may do it directly or assign this task to placement agencies, also known as headhunters. Whatever it might be, an advertisement is prepared for release online. Job sites like Naukri, LinkedIn, Glassdoor or offline, in newspapers, technical journals. Never apply for all the jobs advertised or publicized. First, scrutinize this advertisement and check your suitability. If you are sure that you fit the bill, then prepare a customized resume or curriculum vitae CV. Both should cover your name, permanent address, current address, email ID, phone number, WhatsApp number, date of birth, parents' name, religion, qualifications, experience, skills, projects done, accolades and achievements. PP size, color photo on top right corner of the first page. References minimum 2. The resume or CV should be restricted to 2 pages. Never use any fancy fonts. Use Arial or Times Roman, Times New Roman, and opt for size 12. You may include any other information worth mentioning. Either you are sending it physically or through email. Send a cover letter with your resume or CV and attach copies of your qualifications, experience, proof of skills, etc. Get the consent of references and provide them all information about you first before you include their name, position, organization they are with, official address, email ID and contact number. Two or three references will do, but these people should not be your family, friends or relatives. They should be higher ups in the organizations you have worked with, your professors, etc. The cover letter should have the date, from to addresses, proper salutation like respected sir, madam. Subject, example, application for the post of whatever. Reference, example, your advertisement in so and so, dated so and so. Then the main body, example, I enclose my resume, CV and other credentials for your review for the post of blah blah blah. Justify who you are, why you are a suitable candidate and thank the reviewer formally. Close it with your signature beneath your sincerely or faithfully. List the enclosures after your signature. Order of enclosure should be resume or CV, copies of qualification, experience, skills, special accolades, achievements, etc. Once a reviewer is impressed with your resume or CV, after careful scrutiny, they will contact you officially regarding further process. Nowadays, placements are also done online. Whatever it is, prepare for the selection process. Normally, there will be aptitude test, general, domain-based, group discussion, interview, HR or personal, then domain. Domain is your area of expertise, like commerce, engineering, whatever. Each and every stage there will be shortlisting. Aptitude test will be objective, also known as multiple choice questions. There will be negative marks for the wrong answer, so never make any blind guess. Calculated guess is okay. Qualification questions will be a mix of testing your linguistic, logical reasoning and quantitative abilities. There will be time limit too. Don't waste time on questions for which you do not have any idea. Skip them. Offline tests you can revert back to the questions that you skipped, but online tests that option is not available. In group discussions, be friendly with other participants and lend your ears. Do not interrupt halfway through. Do not force your idea on others. Never argue with the other participants. Keep smiling and make eye-to-eye contact with the audience. If you are fortunate enough to succeed in these preliminary stages, you will be invited for the interview. Interview may be conducted with the same day or later. In any case, they let you know the date, time and venue if offline. Be ready for the interview half an hour before the scheduled time. Dress formally for the interview. Male should wear full sleeve shirt, trousers with a belt, leather shoes and tie with or without suit. Lady should wear either sari or salwar or formal pant and shirt or suit with formal footwear. No bathroom chappals. No revealing clothes or strong perfume, makeup, etc. Maintain good personal hygiene like bathing, brushing and flossing, clean clothes, neatly pressed. The chemistry is important. The interviewers should like you and you should like the interviewers. Wait for your turn patiently. Always knock on the door gently even if the door is open. Never barge in. Do not chew gum or pawn. Take the original certificates, qualifications, experience, skills, etc. and proof of your achievements arrange neatly in a good file, preferably leather, besides your project reports and medals, trophies, etc. Switch off. No silent mode your mobile phone before you enter the committee room. Greet the committee members formally. Example, good morning everybody. Keep standing till they tell you to sit down. Sit erect in the chair and slightly bend your body forward, which is a sign that you are genuinely interested in working with them and is very keen to interact with them formally. Answer the questions properly. You don't need to elaborate too much, just answer the question. They may start off with simple questions like Mr. Miss, tell me about yourself. What they want to know is how you will be a good match for the advertised position. Your reply should not be like a biopic. Always make eye contact with the committee members. Keep smiling throughout. Be polite and never argue. Sometimes they'll ask you provoking questions to check your tolerance level. It is called a stress interview. So be calm. Don't be nervous like chewing your fingernails or drumming on the table or chair, scratching your ear, wiping off the sweat frequently, etc. If they want to see a certificate, do not give them your whole file. Just pull out that particular certificate they wanted to see. Never raise any question about salary. If they raise a query regarding your expectations, quote only a range. Example, I expect a financial compensation from 20k to 25k per month. You should do some preliminary research about the organization before the interview. This will enable to structure your answers accordingly. Even structuring your resume or CV. One common question is, what are your strengths or weaknesses? Human tendency is we like to reveal our positives but keep mum about our negatives. Mention your negatives such a way that you know your negatives and working on requisite remedial actions. Example, I am an introvert, shy, but to overcome that I am attending a workshop to be an extrovert. Ask them whether they have any more questions, queries at the end. You may ask them one question to find out, when will I know the outcome of this interview? Normally the committee members will thank you for attending the interview and you should also reciprocate accordingly. Do not get up from the seat or initiate movement towards the exit till they conclude. Close the door gently when you exit. Leave the place immediately. And do not discuss the questions and answers with the other interviewees, also known as prospective candidates. Nowadays, since all of us use social media quite extensively, they might like to know your ID for the same. For higher levels, the services of private detective agencies are also sought. If they decide to select, they will make a tentative offer in writing explaining the terms and conditions. Sometimes there may be legal contract on judicial bond paper. You read it carefully and then sign it, giving a consent. They will keep one copy and give you another copy. There may be general medical test by a physician appointed by them. You will be closely monitored the first 6 or 12 months. Once they gain the confidence that you fit the bill like a round peg in a round hole, you will become part and parcel of the team. The soft skills any organization looks for are communication skills, team player, friendly with others, expendability, dependability, also known as trustworthiness, credibility. I have covered all the pertinent aspects for success in the recruitment process. The ball is in your court. Practice and benefit. Be happy that this guidance is absolutely free. I am forced to mention it since there are companies that charge you a bomb even to prepare a resume or CV. Computer software is also available to prepare resume or CV, but nothing is compatible to the customized one prepared by self with careful scrutiny. Always do the manual spell check of your resume or CV, cover letter, etc. Debates, discussion on topics like this can go on forever. Anyhow, let me call it a day. We'll meet again real soon. This particular presentation is 100% based on my field experience in recruitment of requisite manpower at various levels for the industries and educational institutes during my tenure with them, besides intuition. Always watch these videos with closed captions, subtitles for absolute 100% comprehension as my sincere recommendation. zillion times so far. I rushed through to complete the presentation within 20 minutes max. This is the time limit I had set myself to retain the viewer's attention as a norm. I know nowadays I exceed this time limit since I make honest attempts to cover the selected topic more elaborately, including so many intricate fine details. Stay at home as much as possible to maintain social distancing attributed to pandemic novel COVID-19 and prolong your lifespan. Lead a healthy life. God alone can put a stop to natural and unnatural events, maybe bio-war, cyber war, like pandemics, which may lead to apocalypse and extinction of all sentient species on earth for no fault of theirs. All the best. Rest in peace and harmony.